Today we're going to talk about the basics of what you need to know about West Lafayette. Hi, I'm Geoff Gooch, your local West Lafayette real estate resource of choice. So let's go on a little tour here. If you're new to the area, if you're moving to West Lafayette because you're coming here for work, if you're coming here to study at Purdue University, or if you're just interested in the area, let's talk a little bit about what is West Lafayette and where might you want to live. So first off, let's take a look at the map here. We're zoomed out and looking at what I would call the greater Lafayette area. And here on this map, we can see Lafayette and West Lafayette. We're going to zoom in and we're going to see the Wabash River here makes its turn from kind of northeast to southwest to north-south through Lafayette before turning west and then heading down the side of the state. So the Wabash River is really what defines the border between Lafayette over here to the east and West Lafayette to the west. No shocker there. We can see here the city limits of West Lafayette, and it's the Wabash River to the east, not quite all the way out to 231 and 52 over here to the west, and then just a little north of Sagamore Parkway, heading up towards 500 north. Now, other areas outside of this boundary still have West Lafayette addresses, because that is the post office that they're assigned to. The areas kind of out here to the west of West Lafayette still have West Lafayette addresses. So do the areas to the north here, but they don't get city services. West Lafayette is really kind of made up of two different areas. There is the Purdue University campus that West Lafayette is renowned for, and that is a little more on the south end of West Lafayette, down here, down this way. And I left out Ross-Ade Stadium, and we'll kind of go here. So that's kind of Purdue University in that general vicinity. But that leaves a whole lot of area here that is not Purdue University. And from a city standpoint, it's probably about double the size of the university itself when it comes to land. Now, when it comes to people, it's actually double. There are slightly more people at Purdue University than there are in West Lafayette. Take that into consideration. If you want to be close to Purdue University, you want to be down here close to the south side of West Lafayette. But up here, there are plenty of areas that are way far away from Purdue University. As a matter of fact, when we get up here towards Arbor Chase, you're nowhere close to the university. There is lots of shopping to be had here along Sagamore Parkway. There are grocery stores. There's a Payless, which is a Kroger brand grocery store. There's a Fresh Time Market over here. This is really kind of the commercial core of West Lafayette, the historic commercial core of West Lafayette. But if we zoom back out, the new area of West Lafayette is really out here to the west of West Lafayette. And if we zoom in a little bit, we'll see that there's a Meijer over here next door to a Menards. There's all sorts of new shopping going up over here. Over where Sagamore Parkway turns northwest, there's a whole lot of development going on over here. This is where the Walmart is. There's several new hotels going in. We have all of the chicken restaurants now. There's Slim Chickens, and there's an Applebee's across the way, and there's a few other places that are coming in. So there is shopping and food to be had all along Sagamore Parkway here in West Lafayette. Again, the Purdue University campus being down here towards the south side of West Lafayette. And then there are two main thoroughfares, highways that cut through the area. There's Sagamore Parkway here, which is the main road through Lafayette and then comes through West Lafayette and then turns and continues on west out of town. But there's the new 231-52 bypass that comes over here to the west side of town. And there's a lot of new housing that has been going up over here to the west side of West Lafayette that is just slightly outside of the city limits here Off of Cumberland and Lindbergh, there's several established neighborhoods, but also new constructions that are going up. And it's a real quick jaunt over here to 52 to the 231 bypass to hop up north to go to Meyer and grab and Sagamore Parkway. You can come across here on Cumberland Avenue to head over to the Walmart and then hop on 52 and head over towards this way. Now, housing wise, basically the closer you are to the university, the more expensive it's going to be. Now, of course, there are expensive homes everywhere. This is absolutely true. But if you come down here to the area around the university, there is not a lot of housing directly to the south or west of the university, down in these two directions, down here and over here. There is one brand new neighborhood that's going up over here called Provenance, and it's a development of single family homes and townhomes that are being currently built, and they are a premium price. Over here to the northeast of the Purdue University campus is the New Chauncey neighborhood, and this is where people really love to live. If they're Purdue professors, if they're staff, if you want to be close to Purdue University, if you're a student who is here with your family, if you're a student that wants to understand that it's wise to buy a house and have your roommates pay you your mortgage, a lot of people like to live in this general vicinity. But of course, the better condition of the house and closer to the university is, the more expensive it's going to be. There are several neighborhoods here along Happy Hollow Park. Along Happy Hollow. Happy Hollow is this natural ravine that was cut during the glacial age into the area here. A really, really cool park down here. If you've got kids or you like hiking and walking, there are really cool trails through here. But there are a lot of houses that give you the feel of nature back this way while still being in town. Again, you might pay a premium for some of them. And then as we move north and cross 52, there are a couple of really large neighborhoods. There is University Farms. There are a couple of neighborhoods here just to the north of 52 that are larger neighborhoods that were built in the 60s, 70s, and into the 80s. They typically don't have HOAs, so if you're interested in a home that's not in an HOA, you might want to look in this general area. And then as we continue north, the city has been expanding to the north and annexing in more territory up here. Arbor Chase is a little of a higher end premium neighborhood, if you will, and there's a lot of new development going on here. Out here to the northwest and to the west, there are lots of new developments in the last few years, certainly in the last 20 and 30 years at the oldest for some of them, and then brand new builds going up in the area. So if you're looking for a new home that's close to West Lafayette, you kind of want to look over in this general vicinity. And of course, like everything, development is a constant, and we are slowly opening up development to the north and west of West Lafayette. But you can see here, this is the city limits. So that's a quick overview of West Lafayette. We don't have a lot of public transit. The only public transit that we really have in the greater Lafayette area, and that includes West Lafayette, is City Bus. And City Bus does run a fantastic service, but they are buses. There isn't any light rail, there aren't any trams, there's no subway or anything else. We're just not that big of a city. So if you're interested in having walkability, you might want to think about, do you want to be close to the university? Do you want to be close to shopping? Do you want to be close to your favorite grocery store? Do you want to be close to the park? There are some very, very livable and walkable areas of West Lafayette, but some of these newer neighborhoods that are out to the west and to the north, not so much. And the other thing about West Lafayette is that West Lafayette School Corporation is not the same thing as West Lafayette. Just because you live in West Lafayette doesn't mean that you live in the West Lafayette School Corporation. Let's take a look at the map of the local school corporation boundaries. We are looking at the West Lafayette Community School Corporation right here, and we can kind of see the boundary lines roughly follow 231, go up here, come back down towards the Wabash River. If you live outside of these boundaries, you're not in the West Lafayette School Corporation. You're in the Tippecanoe School Corporation if you're out this way, or Lafayette if you're on the east side of the Wabash River. So a lot of people really love to get their kids into the West Lafayette School Corporation. It's a very highly rated school. There are some walkable houses to both the junior-senior high school and the elementary school. Now, they're in two different places, so you might be walkable when you're in elementary school and not be in high school, and then you'd have to move if you wanted to stay walkable. But that's another factor to consider, is where do you want your kids to go to school, and thinking about the boundaries of the school corporation limits versus the city limits, and those are slightly different things. So I'm Geoff Gooch, your West Lafayette local real estate resource of choice. If you would be interested in home here in the West Lafayette area, please reach out to me. Send me a text at 765-413-6190. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Tell YouTube how much you enjoy all of our videos here on the channel and learning about West Lafayette.